In this video, we're going to be talking about a micro investing app, Commsec Pocket. G'day ladies and gents, my name's Jeff, I'm from Finance Fit, and today we're going to be diving into Commsec Pocket. It's a micro investing app, and I know there's a few out there, but the rate of rise in retail investors over the last couple of years has been absolutely astronomical. So you'll see a couple more investment apps like this coming out, but there aren't many that are associated with big banks like the Commonwealth Bank. Commonwealth Bank is Australia's largest financial institution, and the fact that they came out with a micro investing platform is huge. It's not a new app. It has been around for a little while now, but nonetheless, it's still a very big thing, and I'm glad to be talking about it today. All right, just before we go any further, being as this is an investment app, I'd just like to put a quick disclaimer out there that I am not a financial advisor. Every little bit of information within this video is strictly factual. I don't know your personal circumstances, so I can't give you personal financial advice, even if I wanted to. With that being said, let's crack on. All right, so what is Commsec Pocket? Commsec Pocket is a micro investing app, and while they're nothing new, we know that, Commsec Pocket was created by the largest financial institution in Australia, which is the Commonwealth Bank. Now, if you're new to micro investing or investing in general, I'll give you a quick rundown of what the Commsec Pocket app is all about. The best way to do that is to quote Richard Burns, who is a financial executive, and he says that Commsec Pocket is a way to lower the barrier for new investors who find investing in the share market a little bit too expensive or a little bit too complex. They aim to simplify and lower the costs of investing. So that's from Richard Burns, a Commsec executive, and I think it is pretty accurate. That's the best way to describe the Commsec Pocket app. All right, so what sort of investments can you make within the Commsec Pocket app? The Commsec Pocket app has 7 ETFs to choose from, and each of them have their own goals. If you would like an explanation on what exactly an ETF is, I'll put a link at the end of the video. And then you can go over and really dive deeper into exactly what an ETF is and how they work. So there are 7 ETFs, each of them have a goal. What are the ETFs and what are their goals? Let's go through them, okay? All right, so the first cab off the rank will be the Aussie Top 200. Okay, this is a BlackRock ETF. Its full name is the iShares Core S&P ASX 200. It has a ticker symbol IOZ. As the name suggests, this ETF tracks the top 200 companies, and we're talking things like Commonwealth Bank, NAB, BHP, Woolworths, Coles, and 195 more of Australia's top 200 companies. So if you were to buy this ETF, those are the companies that you'll be owning. The aim of this ETF is literally just to track the top 200 Australian companies. All right, so ETF number 2 will be the Aussie Dividends ETF. The Aussie Dividends ETF is managed by State Street Global Advisors. Its full name is the SPDR MSCI, Australia High Yield Dividend Fund. They have a ticker symbol of SYI. And again, as the name suggests, they are looking for a high dividend yield from their investments. Okay, so they're still tracking Australian companies. You will find a lot of the companies tracked by the Aussie Top 200 within this ETF as well. However, their weighting may be weighted more towards the companies with higher dividend yields. Same, but a little bit different with the way that they've weighted the ETF. Dividend number 3 will be the Global 100. This is a BlackRock ETF, and its full name is the iShares Global 100 ETF. It has a ticker symbol of IOO. And again, it's super obvious, these ETFs. What was it tracking? It's tracking the global 100 companies. Literally the best 100 companies in the world. You're talking things like Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, all these massive names. They've just put all these guys together and allowed you to invest in every single one of them all at once. Obviously, buying one share in Amazon is up over $2,000. You know, if you wanted to go and buy one share in Amazon, you can do that. If you don't have $2,000 to invest, you can go and invest in an ETF and own a smaller share of Amazon, but you're diversified as well with other great and amazing companies. So not only are you able to get that ownership of Amazon or part ownership of Amazon, but you're able to diversify as well with all these other great countries all over the world. So, all right, so we have ETF number 4, which is the Emerging Markets ETF. This is another BlackRock ETF, and its full name is iShares Emerging Markets ETF. It has a ticker symbol of IEM. So this ETF has a massively diversified portfolio of over 800 companies. You're investing in places like China, Taiwan, India, a lot of these emerging markets. Okay, so you're going to have companies within this ETF like Alibaba, Samsung, Chinese electric vehicle manufacturer NIO, and some of these companies are very well-established companies and they're huge names, but the markets that they operate in are considered emerging markets. So that's how they make their way into this ETF, which no complaints about really. So yeah, Emerging Markets ETF consists of a broad range of emerging markets, but also have amazing companies in there as well. All right, ETF number 5, we have the HealthWise ETF. This is another BlackRock ETF, and its full name is the iShares Global Healthcare ETF. It has a ticker symbol of IXJ. This is an ETF that tracks 1,200 of the world's best healthcare companies. It's obviously not diversified across different sectors. However, they are diversified worldwide in terms of healthcare. Some of the more well-known companies within this ETF are things like Johnson & Johnson and Pfizer, who are obviously the leaders at the moment with the COVID vaccine. All right, ETF number 6, we have the Sustainability Leaders. These are a BetaShare ETF, and their full name is the BetaShares Global Sustainability Leaders ETF. They have a ticker symbol ETHI. So this ETF aims to track the NASDAQ future sustainability leaders, and they have around 200 companies that they're tracking. To get onto this list, you have to be a leader in sustainability. Okay, so you can't be dealing with things like fossil fuels or armament, anything that will make Greta Thunberg have a cry. These guys, it'll just take you off the list. The 7th and final ETF is the Tech Savvy ETF. This is another BetaShares ETF, and its full name is the BetaShares NASDAQ 100 ETF. It has a ticker symbol of NDQ. As the name suggests, this is a tech-savvy ETF, and it follows the NASDAQ 100. The NASDAQ 100 is basically 100 of the top technology companies. We're talking things like Tesla, Apple, Microsoft, all these amazing companies, Google, and 96 more of the world's leading technology companies. So if you wanted to, a lot of these companies have massive share prices, and if you wanted to invest in all of them, it would cost you a great deal of money. But for the price that Commsec Pocket have it up at, a relatively very low price, you can be invested in every single one of them, just like that. So a simple click of a button, and you will be a part owner in all of those great companies. All right, so you have a rough idea of what you're buying. Now let's discuss how to purchase these ETFs. All right, so what you want to do is select what you want to invest in. Which ETF do you want to invest in? It's pretty easy. You can just swipe across the screen until you get to the right one. Once you've found the investment option that you'd like to invest in, just click on the bottom. There's a little tab that says Invest. So click Invest. Go into it. It'll ask you how much you'd like to invest. Okay, so you put in your amount you'd like to invest, and then directly underneath that, it'll say, do you want to make regular investments? Okay, if you just want to make a once-off payment, just leave that tab alone and proceed as normal. If you would like to make regular investments, slide that tab over a little bit, and then it'll ask you if you want to make monthly or fortnightly investments. Okay, you can choose the date that you'd like that regular investment to start, and then once you've done that, go next. It'll give you a quick little summary, and then you'll basically acknowledge that yes, this is what I want to do. It'll put that order in for you. Okay, so on the next business day or the next day that the market is open, it will submit that order for you that morning, or on whichever day you've promulgated it to start. So as you can see, really simple, really easy to use, and if you make a mistake, you can always go back and just delete that investment order. Alright, so let's talk about the fees. Really super competitive fees, and I'm really happy with them. It's only $2 for every purchase under $1,000. Okay, now you need to realize that if you're making a purchase of only $50, the percentage that you're giving to the broker in comparison to what the order is going to be a very high percentage. But if you start making investments, closer to $1,000, that $2 becomes very insignificant, and that's where you get your value from. Once you start going over $1,000, so between $1,000 and $50,000, which is the maximum amount you can invest on Commsec Pocket in each day. So from $1,000 to $50,000, it's a 0.2% fee. Okay, so at $10,000, that's a pretty good, it's still not bad brokerage fee. Once you start hitting $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, that fee is not as competitive. But in saying that, I don't think that Commsec Pocket are targeting the people who are investing $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. The people that Commsec Pocket are targeting are everyday Aussie battlers who might only be investing, $500 a fortnight, or $250 a fortnight, something like that. So for those people, in the people in a lower income bracket, or people who don't have the money to invest $10,000, $30,000, $40,000, this app is very, very cost effective for those people. Alright, so we've talked about fees, we've talked about the ETFs, we've talked about how to invest in them, and the app itself in general. I just need to go over one really small but big detail, if that makes sense. And that's that you need to have a Commonwealth bank account to be able to use the Commsec Pocket app platform, micro investing platform. The reason for this is because you don't put your money into the app. What happens is you buy your shares through the app, and it will deduct the payment directly from that Commonwealth bank account. So if you're already a Commonwealth Bank member, great, no worries, easy. But if you're not, you can always go into the branch and ask them if you can get an account that you might not have to pay an upkeep for. Alrighty, just before we wrap up, I'd just like to give you another little heads up. There is a little Learn tab on the Commsec Pocket investment platform. So if you click on the Learn tab, it'll teach you a little bit about ETFs and investing in general. It's just a really nice little tab to have there if you're very new to investing. Just have a look through it. It'll take you 2 minutes, and you might find something that sparks your fancy and have a good read through. So yeah. Alright, ladies and gents, if you've liked what you've seen today, please give me a big like and a subscribe, and we'll get you some more amazing content going into the future. I hope that you've got a bit of value out of today, and if you're looking into getting into Commsec Pocket, I hope this has helped you. If not, please leave me a comment, let me know why, let me know what you would like to see next time, and we'll see you then. Cheers, guys.